joined by David Rhodes. That is the incredible Rhodes at Citadel Festival. How are you feeling?
I'm good, thank you, yeah.
And how was your set? How did you feel it went?
It was good. I think it was just, I've been looking forward to this for a long, long time. And it was just nice to see so many people there. It was great, yeah, I loved it.
Now, this has not at all been a quiet summer for you. You've been at Glastonbury, you've been at Radio 1's Big Weekend, you've been in Holland. How has the summer been so far?
I've been all over. I think, and we're only at the beginning as well. I think it's quite a busy time, but it's so much fun, and like seeing all these different crowds and places and you know different things. It's great, different festivals.
And do you have a favourite moment? Is there any moment that you're thinking, oh, that was amazing?
I did a festival in Holland called Best Kept Secret, and it was just, I think it sort of made me feel a bit strange, because there was so many people there watching, and I was the first on, so I was afraid that no one would come. But there was so many people there, and it just sort of packed out this tent, and it was like 11. I think it was at 1 in the afternoon, but it felt early, and yeah, it was just such a memorable thing. And Glastonbury, obviously, that was also a similar story. It was first on the Park stage. And there was a lovely crowd, like a really chilled out, like morning crowd. So I played at like 11:30 in the morning, and it was kind of like, why aren't you guys all in bed? You know what I mean? But like, yeah, it's cool.
Because they were there for the one and only Rhodes, of course. Now we need to talk about your new tour. Tickets have just gone on sale. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's exciting to say the least. I think like Coco is a place that I've been going to for such a long time. I've got a family history around there as well. So it's like my grandma, my Mimi. Oh, she's French. She's French, but so I call her Mimi. She used to spend a lot of time there when she was young, and she used to go when it was the Camden Palace, and like she told me all these stories about these balls, that she used to go to these balls, and that she used to tell me about her ball gown and stuff like that. And I was just thinking, like, I'm going to be playing on that stage, and I want her to come. I don't know if she will. Perhaps I have to arrange a sit at like a special place for like someone of age to sit.
No.
But I don't know. It'd be lovely if she could. But no, it's because I know so much about the history of it, and it's like, yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's a little bit that's close to the heart. Now, recently, I came across a collaboration that you did with a singer that I had an obsession with a few years ago, and she goes by the name of Birdie. How was that collaboration?
It was good.
Yeah.
Songwriting for me is quite an insular process. And when I got the opportunity to write with her, I didn't know really too much about her. I'm not really I don't really look at sort of YouTube and things, and that's what she was huge for. But I think you're encouraged as a songwriter to collaborate. And what I don't like is collaborating with people who are sort of structured professional songwriters who have this sort of formula that they try and sort of adhere to. And to me, that's not songwriting. And I like the idea of writing with her because she was an artist, and like, so I went and met her, and we had a good time, and we ended up with this song. And I had an idea, and she had an idea, and we came into this studio, and it was like, it didn't feel like someone had locked the door and gone, write a song, because that's what it can feel like. It felt natural, and I showed her an idea, and she said, "Well, I've been writing something that actually quite fits the mood of that. Like, it's a coincidence, but let's see if it works." And it did, and it felt. We neither of us were quite sure what it was for, and neither of us were quite sure whether it was going to be for her or whether we'd give it to someone else or whatever, or give it to me, and then I felt that it was so organic and a natural thing that we decided to keep it as a duet. So we've now got our own versions of the song, and it's going to be on my album, which I'm so proud of, and like, you know, because it was such a collaborative thing, and yeah, and I think she's great.
She is incredible. And is there anybody else out there that you're thinking, oh, I really want to collaborate with them?
I don't think so. Like, I quite like the idea of collaborating with a film music writer, someone like Danny Elfman, someone like that. Someone like Nick Cave would be. I mean, these are like, you know, my idols. So like someone like that, someone like Nick Cave, because he writes a lot of film music too, and he's I don't know, he's just iconic, isn't he? Yeah.
No, and I also want to talk to you about your recent cover of Florence and the Machine in Radio 1 Live Lounge. I completely mounted at that. Yeah, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. What inspired you to cover Florence?
I got the new album, and I thought I just couldn't stop listening to it. I think I'd been at Glastonbury and like sort of seen that, and it was one of those things where it was, you know when you're at a show and you just get that feeling, and it's kind of, you can't really explain it, so I won't try. But like, I wanted to cover one of her songs, and then I thought, like, which one? Well, she's got a new album out. Which one should I cover? Because you know, you want it to be something that people recognise, and especially for like the live lounge. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Sort of, we slowed it down a bit. Me and my band. I had this idea of slowing it down and making it a bit more of an atmospheric thing, because hers is quite like acoustically charged thing with like a big beat and all that. So I wanted to, which is perfect for the song. But I wanted to try and make something opposite to that, because I get the song as well. I get the song a lot, and I really get that song, and I like it a lot. So it was fun.
So what's next for Rhodes?
Well, my album's coming out in September, so I'm kind of, you know, we're in the middle of festival season right now, so it's kind of just all that, loads of gigs, loads and loads of touring, all over Europe, and I just want to try and get the music out there to people, so it's kind of a lot of that, and yeah, I have a tour coming up in October, which is for the album, so it's gonna be good.
Is there anything you're a little bit nervous about?
All of it.
All of it? Wow, take it from me, you should not be nervous, because what you're doing is incredible, so thank you very much.